So, this is the Sharp Aquos crystal. It was released back in 2014 and it came with Android 4.4.2, but unfortunately you couldn't upgrade from that. And like, this model was particularly released in Japan and also in other countries like US, and I don't know, from what I know in real life it wasn't that widely sold, that's for sure. And this is the phone that I'm going to explore for 300 subscribers because, you know, it's a special phone because it's the first ever phone that was basically bezel-less, like here no bezel, here no bezel, here no bezel, except for down here because these people had to put a camera and other stuff somewhere, am I right? But other than that, the phone is pretty much bezel-less everywhere. And speaking about its design, this phone has a 5-inch screen, as you guys can see. It's a TFT quality, so it's not really the best, but I mean, it is okay. I do like this thing that looks like crystal. I don't know if you guys can see, but you know, this display gives you a feeling that, I don't know, crystal or something, which is pretty interesting. And other than that, we have here an 8 megapixel camera and an LED lantern flash indicator thing. Yeah, this thing can record in 1080p, by the way, and this is just a back cover. It is removable, however the battery is not removable, and as you guys can see, this is clearly a phone from Japan because I actually imported this thing from Japan, from Bai. Anyways, here we also have a camera. It's 1.2 megapixels, that is a very good quality. And funny thing, this phone has no earpiece speaker. The earpiece speaker is actually just a vibrator that is inside the phone, and it does some vibrations, that those vibrations then translate into the person who calls his voice and stuff. I know it is a weird thing, but it actually works, it actually does the job. Regardless, that's all about this phone. Here we have a micro USB port for charging, probably the microphone here, and up here we have the jack port for headphones, earphones and stuff like that, and here we have the power button and the volume buttons, as you guys can see, and that's pretty much with the phone. Now it's finally time to explore. And here we have Sharp. I actually meant to review this phone much earlier. I actually wanted it to review for 200 subscribers, however this phone refused to turn on. It was deeply discharged because I sometimes forget to charge my rack devices or my phones in general, and because this thing was deeply discharged, the battery was somewhat faulty and I couldn't really charge this thing, and I finally managed to do it somehow. And there we go guys, the phone has booted up just like that. Of course it has to have Japanese text, but here it says that the power button is located on the top right hand corner, as you guys can see, and turn the power off to remove micro SD. I don't even have a micro SD card, but whatever. And volume button is located on the left side. Yeah, we already know, Sharp, we already know. Anyways, let's explore this phone. Well, the very first thing that I wanna explore is actually Play Store. Can we actually install some games from here? Nope, we can't because we have to add a Google account. I do wonder if I can even add a Google account on this thing. I guess I'm gonna try that out and I'm gonna be right back. Actually, before I do that, just look at this keyboard, bro. That's very weird. I've never seen this keyboard before actually. It's also my first time when I say it because, you know, I just downloaded apps to this thing and I never tried to sign in or do stuff with the keyboard, and yeah, that's a bit interesting. But anyways, I'll be back after I sign in. I'm probably gonna give up trying to sign in, and I'm gonna tell you guys why as well. For some reason when I try to use the shift, which I don't even see it here, how the heck can you even access the shift? Let's be honest, bro. I don't see any buttons for shift or something like that. I don't even see like an arrow up for like shift. Like this thing is actually to go up, it's not a shift. As you guys can see, that is not a shift at all. I literally can't sign in this thing because my password has some big characters and I can't get them because I don't have a shift button. So you know what, let's move on and try some other apps. So here we have my SoftBank Plus, which I guess this is just a built-in app in this phone. And once again, I can't read Japanese. I'm currently learning Japanese, if you guys didn't know, but I currently have no experience in whatever these characters are. Anyways, let's go ahead and hopefully I'm not gonna do something stupid. Okay, so I really have no idea what this language is. I wonder if I can actually change the language. Oh, also, funny thing, I do know what's the no and what's the yes. So this button is yes and this button is no. Anyways, we are gonna press no because I don't wanna do a mistake. And yeah, I have no idea what this app is for. I guess I'm gonna try to translate it and I'm gonna be right back. So after a bit of translation, this thing is supposed to say my page or something like that. This is something like custom service, I don't know. And this thing, I really forgot what that is. And this is like info about my smartphone. I wonder what happens if I go there. Oh, it's probably gonna say some things about this phone that once again I don't know because I don't know Japanese yet and have no translation right now. But yeah, that's probably some info about this phone or something. And this is like a support thing. I have no idea what you can do here, but like that's the app. I really don't know what this app is about. Maybe it's like some sort of guide, maybe, I don't know. I guess we can go here at entertainment and see some of these apps, I guess. So the first app that I do see here, it's personal something. If allow me interlocking is this application displays TV. TV will start if channels are not set channels. Wait, you can actually watch TV on this phone? Do I have to plug some headphones? Let me check. Let's see if this is gonna do the trick. Okay, the headphones are plugged in. So is this gonna work? The TV also doesn't work, so this whole thing is just pointless. But yeah, let's move on to other apps. Here we have Yahoo Japan. Is it gonna work? Yeah, it's not gonna work because I need a Google account. So let's move on from that app to here we have an SH app. I have no idea what it does, but I think we do need a micro SD card for this one. Yeah. Yeah, we need a micro SD card. We have no micro SD card inside, so let's try some other apps. Actually, this funnel app, which is, yeah, once again I need a micro SD card, I think. So well, those were the apps from entertainment. Let's see what we have here at tools. We have the Clip Now, Wi-Fi Spot, Tethering, Link, something Kingsoft. I thought that was Kingsoft for a second. Downloads app, translation. You wait, this thing does actually still work in 2025. Oh, it's translating. Wait, what if I put this thing? Okay, let's take a picture. Wait, I don't know if you guys can see, the brightness really sucks on this phone and also the camera, but it's actually translating stuff. I'm quite shocked it does that. So look, I'm gonna focus here on Android. Yeah, okay, it does some translation, although it kinda sucks, but I'm quite impressed. I'm not sure if the translation is very accurate or not, but at least it does something, so I guess we can move on with other apps. Besides translation, we have Search Finder, Dictionary, Voice Recording, which I probably need a micro SD card for, from what I know. And this other app with Yahoo, which once again I have no idea what it does. I guess okay. So it's basically like a Yahoo partnered app that is just like Google Maps or something like that. It basically shows you some roads for, you know, bus, train station and stuff. I'm assuming. I'm not sure if that's the thing that this app does, but probably. Anyways, here we have the safety app. Yeah, Japanese people are, you know, very focused on being safe and stuff. And here we have disaster meter. Oh, never mind, it's disaster message board. Before we use the disaster message board, we must agree that I'm not Japanese, but sure. And we can have a disaster message board. Oh, it's not available. Yeah, probably because I don't live in Japan or because this app is just old. So yeah, let's move on to other apps. Well, the next app that we do have, and it kind of looks funny, but in the same time it's not probably funny, is this one with urgent news. It's my first time when I see such an app, and there is no data, so let's get to the next app. Here we have the SH camera, so let's see if this one has a bad camera or not. Alright, let's see the camera quality. Can it focus well? It can also focus well, as you guys can see. So the camera is not too bad, although it is a bit dark, it's not too bad. I mean, it does focus well, it's 1080p quality when you record, so yeah, the camera is not really bad. However, the thing is, we can take pictures, but they are gonna fail to save because we need a micro SD card for this phone to save pictures, even though we have enough storage. This phone actually has 8GB of storage and 1.5GB of RAM. So this phone literally has enough storage for freaking pictures, yet it's not saving the pictures. And of course, as you guys probably expect, it's happening the same thing with videos too. Like if I try to shoot a video, it's gonna be the same issue. Yeah, there you go, I need to insert a micro SD card, so that's amazing. I guess we are gonna move on with some other apps. And speaking about moving on to other apps, let's see how the internet works on this phone. I'm already connected to Wi-Fi, so yeah, let's see how that's gonna go. quick toolbox, blah blah. Okay, yeah. Go back. Oh, okay, there we go. We are to Yahoo Japan website, and apparently the Yahoo Japan website still works on this phone in 2025. However, it's not really working in general because I live in Europe. As you guys can see, Yahoo Japan is no longer available in the Europe and the United Kingdom. So I guess with that, let's just check the ordinary websites like Wikipedia and YouTube. But of course, the first website that I do want to check out is Wikipedia, because I want to know if nerds can actually seek, you know, like information and stuff on this phone anymore. Let's see if that's even possible. And yeah, typing on this keyboard is a pain in the ass, but that's the second part of the story. Alright, let's see if we can search Wikipedia, and we already have some security warnings, but we are still gonna proceed further because I know that this phone can handle the thing. And yeah, as you guys can see, the Wikipedia website just works very fine on this phone, so let's check the YouTube website now. Let's hope that's gonna work fine. And apparently we are actually on the YouTube website. Okay, it actually works just for now, but let's see if I can even play any videos here. So, and let's see, is my channel gonna pop up? And it does. We are at 306 subscribers. Thank you guys so much once again for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Alright, let's try to watch one of my videos. And here we have my most recent video, which is jailbreaking the Nokia Lumia 625. And yeah, this video was a very big pain in the ass to make because I tried so many times to, you know, jailbreak and stuff, and I was just confused at some steps, but at the end of the day, I did manage to jailbreak the thing. But yeah, that was a very bad experience. But yeah, apparently the YouTube website does work on this phone. Can we even get this thing to like full screen? Okay, the full screen is not working, to be honest, but you can still watch YouTube. Even though it's not in full screen, you can still watch it, so I guess that's a good thing. I didn't try NewPipe or any of those apps because I don't know, I just never thought of checking them out. But alright, let's see if YouTube still works on this app, and apparently it seems like it does work. Let's try to watch one of these videos. Hopefully it's gonna work. And is it gonna work? Apparently the app does work. We can actually watch YouTube stuff here, so there you go. Apparently the SkyTube app also works on this phone, so with that, let's move on to some other apps. So we tried browsing the internet, which worked completely fine. We tried SkyTube as well. We tried the YouTube website too. Now it's time to do some gaming before we actually end this video, and the first game that I do want to try on this phone for some reason is Flappy Bird, the good old game that, you know, was released and stuff, and people was really hyped about it. And as you guys can see, the game works just fine because this phone doesn't really suck. I mean, it does have a decent CPU and GPU for that time when it was released and stuff, so I wasn't expecting this one to have any lag or issues. But yeah, it kinda sucks to need a micro SD card for taking pictures and videos, especially that this phone literally has 8GB of storage, which I know it's not a lot, but still it can do wonders. Like, it's better than 2GB of storage, isn't it? And there we go, I died in the game. I did got the 21 score, which I guess it's a nice thing, but I couldn't beat my best one yet. Let's try Geometry Dash on this thing as well, cause that's also an interesting game to play. And it's kinda interesting that here we have no bezel and here we have bezel. Like, this phone is quite odd, but yeah, it is also pretty funny. And let's try to beat this level, but of course I have to mute the song because that's gonna get me copyrighted. Well, I guess I'm gonna see you guys after I beat this level, so I'm probably gonna do a fast forward or something. Ah, god damn it, I just died right there. But anyways guys, I was very close to the end, so let's just pretend that I won. Okay, let's just pretend that I won. But regardless guys, this phone, as you guys have seen, it has really great performance. Like, Geometry Dash just played completely fine. Flappy Bird obviously played completely fine. I mean, if this game works flawlessly right, this thing would have any lag, am I right? Anyways guys, this was the video. As a conclusion, is this phone worth it in 2025? Can you do anything on it? If you get like a Japanese version of this phone like I have here, well, you are kind of when it comes to SIM cards, because most of the Japanese phones that are locked to any carrier, like this one is locked to SoftBank for example, I can't use my Romanian SIM card because this phone is carrier locked, because Japanese people were very strict with carrier locks back then. Yeah, I pretty much can't do anything about it. Even if I try to buy some unlock code thing from some sketchy websites, I still can't get this thing to be network unlocked. So yeah, if you get a Japanese variant with carrier lock, you are pretty much cooked. You can use this thing using just like an iPod or like a device to play some of these games and stuff and do some web browsing, but for calls and texting that is out of the table pretty much. But if you do have a variant that is network unlocked, you can also use it for normal things like calls and texting, and you can also, once again, you can still watch YouTube with this SkyTube app, but also on the browser, because that thing is apparently still supported on this phone. And that's pretty much the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My name is Texaster, and I'm gonna see you guys with other phone explorations videos, custom roaming, jailbreaking, and so on. Bye bye.